Certain? Irene, once again.
It is a set of
Set of
items in curly brackets.
curly bracket. It is correct. But some values are there.
Unordered values.
Adul,
It's an unordered set of key value pairs.
unordered set of key value. Okay, Aryan. Unordered set of key value. What is the use of key, Aditya?
Like index, we can use keys.
We can use key as index. Okay, we can access the value, or we can delete the value or insert the value based on this key. Okay, then what are the characteristics based on dictionary, Gauri?
Like list dictionaries are also mutable. That is, the
Okay,
values are mutable, but keys are immutable.
okay.
And each of the keys within a dictionary must be unique.
Hmm.
Then dictionaries are indexed by keys, and its keys must be of any mutable type.
Hmm.
Then a dictionary is an unordered set of key value pairs. Unlike string, list, and tuple, a dictionary is not a sequence because it is unordered set of elements.
And the key values must be unique also. Okay, we can use key values as index, and we cannot change. Dictionary is mutable, but we cannot change which value? Key we cannot change. Okay, and all the keys must be unique, just like index. Okay, duplicate values are not allowed in key. Okay, these are some characteristics based on this key, and we are discussing some operations based on how we can create a dictionary and how we can insert, no, update the existing value. Which one is the last topic? Adding elements to a dictionary and updating existing elements in a dictionary. Okay, then deletion is completed.
Ma'am, dictionary functions.
Dictionary functions. Okay, okay, okay. Then Achut, how we can delete element from dictionary?
Then there are two methods.
Yes.
One is delete, then name dictionary, then in open like square brackets we should enter the key number.
Key value. Okay, key. We have to enter key. Then second one.
Name of the dictionary dot pop. Then in brackets we should enter the key value.
Okay, correct. So for deleting we are using two methods. Either we can use del or we can use pop. Okay, these are the two methods for deleting elements from a dictionary. For both these statements we are using key within that statement. Okay, using key for along with delete we are using key, and along with pop we are using key. Okay, then next topic it is checking for existence of a key. Ashwin, what happened in the previous class?
I was there.
Saturday, you are there. Yes, then say the answer.
Search, man.
How we can check the existence of a key?
Print key.
Print.
key.
Print key.
No.
Srihari,
Print key in dictionary name.
print key in. Okay, in and not in. In and not in are the operators used for checking checking if the key is present or not. Okay, just like it's a membership operator. Okay, so for checking, what you write in that statement? Why you are saying like print key? It will just, I will just show the syntax now. Okay. So, checking for existence of a key. For checking the existence, a particular key is present or not. For that, we are using in and not in operator, just like list and tuple. In list and tuple, we are using membership operators for checking if a particular character or set of character present in the list or tuple. Just like that, in dictionary, we are using the same operator in and not in for checking the existence of a key. Okay. For that, we have first write the key, then in, then what is the syntax, Srihari?
Dictionary name.
Dictionary name. So, give one example, Srihari.
Key in DICT. This dictionary.
DICT. Key value example?
1.
Okay. 1 in DICT means it will check if that one key is present in that dictionary. If that one key is present in that dictionary, it will return a true value. In the case of not in, if that one key, the key value is 1, that one is not present in the dictionary, it will return a true value. Otherwise, it will return false value. Okay. Is it clear? Okay. So, our next topic it is dictionary functions and methods. The first function we discussed, isn't it? Length, len. Okay. Len is for finding the length of the dictionary. Okay. You write the syntax also? Okay. Diya, give one example for find. Okay, Achyut?
We did up to clear.
What, Achyut?
We learned up to clear. Ma'am, we learned up to clear.
Okay, up to clear. Okay. So, Diya, give one example for finding len length. How we can find out the length of a dictionary? Okay, Krishna.
Len, then dictionary.
Len within bracket, write the dictionary name. Okay, if the dictionary name is employee, write the dictionary name there. Then what is the use of clear, Achyut?
Ma'am, used to clear the entire dictionary.
It is used for removing all the values from this, all the key value pairs from the dictionary. It will just display empty dictionary if you are using clear. Okay. So, clear is a function used for removing all the elements from the dictionary. If you are using clear, if we are using clear function once, it will delete all the elements from the, but in the case of del and pop, we have to repeatedly use that delete function for deleting the elements from the dictionary. But in the case of clear, you just use once that clear statement, it will delete all the elements from the, remove all the elements from the dictionary. It will display like a empty dictionary. Okay. Is it clear? Okay. So that is clear. Then how we can write clear, Ashwin? Clear statement. Give an example for clear statement. Ashwin, unmute and say.
DICT.clear.
DICT.clear. Give the round bracket, function bracket. Okay. That is, write the dictionary name dot clear. Give the round bracket. Okay. Then the next one, it is get method. Get method. Get method, get the item with the given key, similar to dictionary key. If you want to access one value using key, we are using this get method. You just write this one. There's no need of writing this default. So get the item with the given key similar to dictionary key. For instead of dictionary key, we are using one function. It is known as get. Within bracket, write the key. So create a dictionary. Create a dictionary. The keys are salary, DPT, age. Keys are salary, DPT, age. We are already created that dictionary. I think so. Isn't it, Gauri? Okay. Then the keys are name, salary, and age. And the values are 10,000, sales, 24. 10,000, sales, 24. And also write the statement. To display,
Ma'am,
okay.
ma'am,
Okay.
can you say again? Keys are salary and age.
Keys are salary, DPT, department, DPT, and age. Values are 10,000, sales, 24. 10,000, sales, 24. And also write the statement. To display 24 using get function. To display 24 using all of you switch on the video. Okay, completed. Adul, read the statements.
DICT is equal to
Yes.
bracket salary colon 10,000 comma DEPT colon sales comma age colon 24.
The next statement.
DICT dot get 2 in bracket.
Get within bracket.
2.
Want to write the key there. What is the key based on this value 24?
Age.
Age. Correct. Okay. So normal way the index is 2, correct. 0, 1, 2. 24 is the index value, it is 2, correct. But here we want to use the key because here we are using dictionary. Okay. We are giving separate key for each value. So we have to use the key there. So here 24 is represented using the key age. So you write the age within that get function. Okay. Within get, within curly bracket, not curly bracket, within round bracket, write age. Age within single quotes. Okay. Is it clear that get function? Ashwin? Okay. Then write the second function, second operation, not second. It is items method. Items method returns all of the items in the dictionary as a sequence of key value tuples. The previous session we discussed about how we can represent all the keys and also all the items, just like that. I think so. Okay. Accessing elements of a dictionary, accessing keys or values simultaneously. For simultaneously accessing the keys or values, we are using key function and value function. And here we are using another function, it is items. Items are not for representing all the values, it is used for representing all the pairs. Okay, first write the definition. The item items method returns all of the items in the dictionary as a sequence of key value tuples. The syntax it is dictionary.items. So for accessing simultaneous, okay,
I did not complete.
it's not completed, okay. You only write these items, okay, items and its definition and syntax. Completed?
No, ma'am, just 2.
Okay.
Ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am?
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So how we can access the keys simultaneously? Anyone?
Dictionary name dot key.
Dictionary name, that is d1 dot keys. This is the statement for accessing the keys simultaneously. Okay. And how we can access values? For that we are using values function. So if the dictionary is like this, A1, then B2, then C3. This is the dictionary. What is the output of D1 dot keys? Ashwin? D1 dot keys.
ABC.
ABC, correct. It is A, B, and C. Aryan, what is the output of D1 dot values?
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. Values, it is 1, 2, 3. Okay. So, this keys function are used for displaying the key values simultaneously, and values function is used for displaying values simultaneously. That is 1, 2, 3. Okay. Here we are discussing about items. Items. What is the definition of items? The syntax, it is D1 dot items, empty bracket. Items are used to return all the key values, key value pairs. Okay. It's not for displaying key only or not for displaying value only. It is for displaying key and value pairs. Okay. Just like a tuple. It's not in the flower bracket. It's just displayed as a tuple. How we can represent tuple? Tuple is represented using normal round bracket. Okay. So after executing this, if the statement is print, I'm creating one dictionary, D1 is equal to the same dictionary. Okay. This is the dictionary. D1 is equal to A1, B2, C3. And print D1 dot items. It will display like this. A1, B2, then C3. Okay. It will display like a tuple. Okay. It will display like a tuple means instead of round bracket, it will display with round bracket, just like a tuple. Okay. So here items are used for representing all the values inside a dictionary as a tuple. Okay. So in the case of keys, we are using keys function for displaying all the key values simultaneously. And values function is for displaying all the values in a dictionary. But items function are used for displaying all together, that is keys and value. There is no order in displaying the dictionary value. It will just without an order. It's not display like this, A1, B2. It will first, if we first execute the program, it will just like A1, B2, C3. The next time if we run, it will not in this order, another order, that is B2, C3, A1. There is no order when we execute this statement D1 dot items. Okay. So items is used for displaying all the content in the dictionary as a tuple. Okay. Then next one, it is keys. Keys we already discussed. One S is there. Okay. Keys. Keys we already discussed. It returns all of the keys in the dictionary as a sequence of keys in the form of a list. Here it is in the form of a tuple. Here it is in the form of a list. Here also it is in the form of a list. Keys method returns all of the keys in the dictionary as a sequence of keys in the form of a list. The syntax it is dictionary.keys. And also write the values method also. Values method returns all the values from the dictionary as a sequence, and it is also in the form of list. Who are taking seminar today? From Diya's group, Diya and Aditya. Okay. Gauri.
Krishna and Aryan.
Okay. Next period, you can take the seminar. So this keys and values we already discussed. Keys method returns all of the keys in the dictionary as a sequence of keys in the form of a list. And in values method, it will return all the values. It is also in the form of a list. So when there is a question like write the output based on one statement, if keys and values are there, then the output is within list. How we can represent the output within list? Krishna, how we can represent a list?
Square bracket.
Yes, correct. It is in square bracket. You write the last one also, the update method. This is the last function used in dictionary. Update method merges key value pairs from the new dictionary into the original dictionary, adding or replacing as needed. The items in the new dictionary are added to the old one and override any items already there with the same keys. Completed, Aryan? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Alvin completed?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, it's not completed, Gauri?
Now show that again.
Okay, okay, okay.
Completed.
Okay. So, write a program to create a dictionary. Write a program to create a dictionary. Employee 1. Employee 1. employee 1. Keys are name, salary and age. Okay. Values, it is John 10,000 and 24. This is employee 1. And the second dictionary it is employee 2. Employee 2. Keys it is name, salary and DEPT. Department. Values, Dia, then 54,000. Sales. Update. Employee 1 with employee 2. Update the dictionary employee 1 with the values of employee 1, employee 2. Update the dictionary employee 1 with the values of employee 2. First you create the two dictionary employee 1 and employee 2. Alvin, read the first dictionary creation statement. Alvin went. Then Emmanuel,
Yes, ma'am.
read the first statement.
Employee 1 equal to in quotes name dot John in quotes comma salary in quotes
10,000.
10,000 comma 8
24. Okay. Gauri, read the next dictionary.
employee 2 is equal to in curly bracket in quotes name, colon in quotes Dia, comma in quotes salary, colon 54,000, comma in quotes DEPT, colon sales in quotes.
Okay, these are the two dictionary. First dictionary, it is employee 1. The key values are name John, salary 10,000, age 24. And the second dictionary, it is name Dia, salary 54,000, DEPT sales. Okay, we are just updating employee 1 using the update method or update function. Okay, so we are updating employee 1 with the values of employee 2. So we are changing the contents of employee 1. So write employee 1 here. Okay, there is no change in employee 2. We are just updating employee 1. Okay, for that I will write employee 1 dot, write the function name or method name, it is update. Within bracket, which dictionary we are using for updation? Here we are using employee 2 for updation. So write the dictionary name employee 2 here. Is it clear, this statement? We are updating employee 1. There is no change in employee 2, but we are updating employee 1 key values. Okay, for that, first I will write employee 1 colon, write the function name, it is update. Then within bracket, which dictionary is used for updation? We are using employee 2 for updating employee 1. So write employee 2 here. Okay, then I will print employee 2. Aryan, what will be the output? Print employee 2. Aryan? Okay, Achyut.
Ma'am.
What is the output of print employee 2?
Actually, I have a doubt in this portion.
Okay.
Will the value of 1 be changed, the value of 2 be changed?
After updation.
Yeah.
After updation, I will explain. What about this employee 2? There is no change in employee 2 because we are updating employee 1. Okay. Is it clear, Achyut?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So employee 1 is updated with value employee 2. So if we are giving a statement like this, print employee 2, means it will just display the content of employee 2. There is no change in employee 2. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So it's time. Then this employee 2 is displayed like the same as in creation time. Then after that, employee 1 is updated. Employee 1 updation is just like this. In employee 1, the values are replaced with the employee 2 values. Okay, here name key is there. Okay, with value John. It will update with value Dia. Okay, already the key is there. If name key is already there in employee 1, then it will replace the value only. Okay, so employee 1 name John is replaced with Dia. John is updated with value Dia. Okay, so the value it is Dia. After that, salary. Salary is updated. This key is also present in employee 2, or the salary key is present in both the dictionary. So it will just update the value. That is, instead of 10,000, it will update with value 54,000. Okay, employee 1 is updating. So salary here, now it is 10,000. It is replaced with value 54,000. That is updation. Okay, so next value it is salary colon 54,000. Instead of 10,000, it is 54,000 because we are updating this salary with employee 2 salary. Okay. After that, here we are using age 24. There is no age here, so it will just display age 24. There is no need of updation because there is no age key here. So it will just display the same content, age 24. Then here one more column is there, so it will just add with this. It is DPT colon sales. This is the output. Okay. I will just explain after in the next class. Okay. If you don't understand, I will explain in the next class. Okay. It's time. Aditya present?
Present, ma'am.
Okay. Achyut, Alvin, okay.
Present, ma'am.
Ashwin, Atul, Diya, Gauri, Manuel, Krishna, Muhammad, Shivani absent, Srihari present, Aryan also present. Okay.